My Line? Brought to you by today's Ivory Liquid with its Young Hands formula that helps hands look young again. And now let's all play What's My Line? And now let's meet our What's My Line panel. First, the star of stage and television, Miss Phyllis Newman.
Good evening. It's my pleasure tonight to introduce a very talented, guess which one he plays, Martin Gabel.
Thank you, Phyllis. Now a woman who has been awarded 2 doctorates by American universities and is known in our house as the double doctor, Miss Arlene Francis.
And now an excellent actor who is one of the most beguiling panelists we have on What's My Line, Mr. Tony Randall.
Thank you, Double Doc. And now a very short introduction for a very tall man, John Daly.
Good evening to all. And Phyllis, nice to have you.
Thank you.
Down there on the wing.
Nice to
the
meet you.
lonesome end. Martin, wonderful to have you back again with us. And
Thank you, John.
with that double doctorate on your left. And Tony, nice to have you here. Sorry you haven't got your Metropolitan Opera going now.
I am too.
Because I bet you don't know what to do with your weekends, do you? Well, we'll give you something to do right now anyway. With this particular weekend, we have some very interesting occupations for you. We'll have a famous mystery guest before the panel a little bit later on in the program. Right now, let's meet our first contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Dwight? Sullivan. Right, sir? All right. Sullivan, where are you from?
Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
Oak Ridge, Tennessee. I think, if you don't mind, I will tell the panel that you've completed your second year at the university.
It's fine.
And you're going to go back in September as a junior, but we're talking about a summer occupation. Is that all right with you? Fine. Then may I present the panel? Mr. Sullivan. Now, will you join me over here, please, sir? And we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. We can tell your panel that Mr. Sullivan is salaried and he deals in a product, and we'll begin things with Phyllis Newman.
Thank you. Mr. Sullivan, when the audience saw what you do, they laughed. So if I carried the product that you're involved with down the street, would people laugh? If I were holding it in my hand?
Not necessarily.
I mean, is it
Well, I would
something that
say-
you would walk down the street and carry?
Well,
I know I kept going on.
No, I would say, Phyllis, Mr. Sullivan is right. Not necessarily. If you were making a point of carrying it so that it was visible, I think this might, it might really raise the risibilities of all of the types who are walking in that immediate area. So we'll give you a yes or no. It'd be depending on how you carry it, really.
Thank you. Is this a product that I could use?
Not really.
No, I don't think so. 1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Gabel.
Mr. Sullivan, I know that Oak Ridge, Tennessee is one of the places where the atom bomb was gotten together. I'm right in thinking you have nothing to do with that at all.
Yes, sir.
Is your product something that I could use?
I doubt it.
I can't think of any term of reference, Martin, which would suggest that this was useful to you individually. No. Miss Francis?
Not money, then.
No, it's not money.
Is
I'd
it
fight you
something
there.
useful to other than grown men and women?
In the area of its use, we can, when you say grown men and women, are you taking the whole human community?
Well, grown men and women, what else is there?
Children.
No, children are not grown.
They're not grown. All right. All right. Well, now I would say don't be misled by this answer. I think Mr. Sullivan would agree with me that the end benefits to be derived from the utilization of this product could possibly also have an effect for other than grown men and women. So
Well, then I didn't get a no then.
you didn't get a no then.
No.
I like to just feel the cards anyway.
Because you're getting ready, aren't you?
Yeah.
Might children use the product?
Actually, in a manner of speaking, I think they might, yes.
Is it a product that one would have in the house?
You could possibly.
However, its use
It's
is out
possible.
of doors.
Yes.
It's an outdoor product.
Yes.
Is it solid rather than liquid?
Yes.
Is it made of a material rather than a metal?
No. I think we'll give you a no on that. 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Randall.
Just for clarification, I wonder if I understood correctly what was established by Arlene. This is a product whose principal use is by and for children?
No.
No.
What we did suggest was that the benefits of the use of the product might redound in some way or another
To children.
to children, as well as grown-ups.
Does it have anything to do with animals?
Yes.
It's used principally by animals.
No. That's 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Newman.
Well, then the product is in some way an animal. Is that right?
Yes.
It is. Now, so there's this animal, and you do something with it. Do you raise this animal?
No.
No, that's 5 down
Or
and 5
sell
to go,
them.
Mr. Gabel.
Do you sell this animal?
No, I wouldn't.
You're so tentative, John. It's so
Well, I have to be tentative, actually, but it isn't a selling. That isn't the particular aspect of the activity which we're concerned with. Miss Francis?
Would it help us, John, if we found out about the animal?
You sure would.
Is it a four-legged animal, Mr. Sullivan?
No.
That's 7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Randall.
That leaves several possibilities, of course.
Oh, 1 or 2.
Is it an animal that has no legs at all?
What kind of an animal is
A
that?
fish, a snake, there are plenty of them.
Well, you all fight about it.
No.
Unexpected violence.
No, it is not.
Wait a minute, what happened?
I don't know. You tell me.
Did you ask if it had no
If it had no legs at all.
legs at all? Well, it does have legs.
That's right. So that's a no for him, and we give him 8 down and 2 to go. Miss Newman.
Is it, it's an animal that has legs, but not 4 legs.
Yes.
How many legs does a rabbit have?
This isn't fair. I'm going to take you out of your misery.
Bird of some sort.
It's a bird. It's a
caterpillar.
fish. It's a caterpillar.
No, he deals
chicken?
with
No,
chicken.
actually, this is a real rough one.
A
This is to
rooster.
make your summer for you, because Mr. Sullivan catches lightning bugs for research. Mr.
Are you on salary at this job, Mr.
He's
Sullivan?
employed by Johns Hopkins University as a group captain, and I believe I'm right, am I not, Dwight, that last summer your group was responsible for 600,000?
Yes, over
600,000, and they use it for experimentation in bioluminescence. Isn't that interesting? That's bioluminescence. It's a special type of light,
It's a cold light.
cold light.
How do you
No.
catch them?
Well, you usually use a net. They fly above the ground at twilight, and you just go flipping around with a net.
But you can use a line and a hook, if you want to take more time.
How long do they live and keep giving off the light?
Oh, they blink and then they'll fly off without blinking, and they'll blink again and fly.
But how long can this go on? I mean, months or years?
In the
How long-
life cycle?
Yeah.
Oh, they're only out from June and July.
Oh. And then
But,
they sleep the rest of the year, or what happens to them?
Well, the ones that are out blinking die, and they give off eggs and they go on.
The life cycle is
It's
very
short.
brief. Yes.
Yeah.
You
I-
shed light and leave, so to speak.
Oh.
Well, Mr. Sullivan, we trust that this summer is as productive as last summer, and more than that, we wish that for you a very productive junior year at the University of Tennessee. Thanks very much for joining us. Thanks for having you. That's what we call getting off to a lightning start. We'll have another contestant for you in just a moment after this word. And now to meet our next challenger, will you enter and sign in, please? Daphne Ward. Right, ma'am? And is it Miss or Mrs. Ward? Miss Ward, and where are you from?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Lovely town. Near the Napa Valley, than which there is nothing lovelier than the Napa Valley. Nice to have you with us. Now, Miss Ward, may I present the panel?
How do you do?
And will you join me over here, and we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, we can tell you that Miss Ward is salaried and deals in a product. And we'll begin things with Tony Randall.
Miss Ward, is this product found in the home?
Sometimes, yes.
Is it or has it ever been alive?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Miss Newman.
Is it something that I might use?
Yes, you might.
And if I used it, would it benefit me in any way?
I should hope so, yes.
Yes? Is it something small enough to be contained in a box of about this size?
Yes, it could be, yes.
It could be.
Mm-hmm.
Is it solid rather than liquid?
Very good question. Very good question. I think that if it's agreeable with you, let us have a small conference.
Certainly. About this.
It's liquid.
Yeah.
In an attempt to be absolutely fair.
Mm-hmm.
Ho, 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 ho. It is in liquid state on some occasion, and then on another occasion it might be in solid state.
In solid state. If I had it in my home, would it be someplace that people could see it?
Could be.
It could be. I mean,
yes,
it's not something
yes.
I would hide.
No, not necessarily.
Not
no.
necessarily. Now, is it in any way, is something in any way that I could apply to myself or use on myself?
No, I wouldn't think so.
2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Gabel.
Well, may I then rule out all cosmetics?
Yes, you may rule out cosmetics.
Thank you. Is it something, however, that is more apt to be used by women than men?
No, I wouldn't.
No, I think we'd have to say no. That's 3 down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
Could it also be found outside?
Yes, it could be found outside.
Is there anything entertaining about this product?
No.
No, it's pure entertainment. I think we'd have to say no. 4 down, 6 to go, Mr. Randall.
Is this product consumed?
No.
I didn't mean in the sense of being eaten. I meant the way
Used up?
soap or cigarettes might be consumed, used up.
Well, this product, together with a great many others, over its normal, useful lifespan, could be considered to have been used up in that its effectiveness is very severely diminished, if that was the term of reference in which the question was asked.
It is now.
You just got a yes.
Is it a useful product?
Yes, we think so.
Mm-hmm. Does it make the home a better place?
Yes.
Does it have anything to do with keeping the home cleaner or healthier?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say it serves a function in one of those areas.
Yes. Would it be dangerous if a child swallowed it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is it intended to be dangerous for others to swallow? Other beings to swallow?
Well, it isn't the sort of thing we'd advise for Sunday breakfast at any time.
Is it intended to rid the house of pests in any way?
No.
No. 5 down and 5 to go, Miss Newman.
Is there anything metal about it? Does it have any metal parts, or is there anything metal?
Well, there is in the terms of animal, vegetable, and mineral. If that issue, is that your...
Sure.
Well,
Sure, that's just exactly
this
what
summer
I had
heat
in mind.
softens my brain, or something
No,
gets me soft.
It's
Yeah.
mineral.
Well, there is an element of mineral content, yes.
It's mineral. Now, could I buy it in a department store? In a large department store?
Let me have a small conference.
Yeah.
I asked for a conference for a
Yeah.
particular reason. I want, really, in fairness to Miss Ward, to say that the product which she is here to represent is not to be found in a department store, but
Others like
the
it.
general product in this area can be bought in a department
Now,
store.
you said before something about it keeping the house either cleaner or healthier. Is that right? I'm just recapping.
We said there was an element of one of those areas involved, yes.
And can you spray it?
Well, the general product with which we're concerned here can be, on occasion, yes.
Does it cost under $50?
Well, you can get some.
Sometimes,
for it, yeah.
yes. Sometimes it costs.
It comes in various sizes, is that right?
Yes, it comes in various sizes, yes.
Does it cool the house?
No, I don't think it cools the house, no. Huh? Well, no, don't give them any more. We've given them enough. That's a no.
Does
6
it in
out of
any
4
way-
go.
Sorry.
Sorry, Mark.
Does it in any way purify the air in the house?
No, I don't think
7
so,
down and
no.
3 to go, Miss Francis?
Did I understand you that it sprays, it can be sprayed?
Yeah.
Yes.
When it is sprayed, is it sprayed on something other than into the air?
Yes, it would be sprayed onto something.
Would it be, when it is sprayed onto something, would it change its color or look?
Oh, yes, it would. Yes.
Would it be... would it be anything in the paint or varnish family?
How did you
Miss Ward represents the Flecto Company, Incorporated, a paint manufacturer. And the reason I had to make a point about department stores is that actually their paint is sold mostly in lumber yards, hardware stores. It's a specialty kind of sale rather than general product. But she sells
But
paint.
it's also contained in a metal container, right? I mean, it's
Right.
metal spray can. Right.
And it's also has a mineral content.
Right.
There's a lot of plastic,
Okay.
etc.
Does Miss Ward go around to the lumber yards and everything, John?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm one of the few girls in the country, perhaps the only girl, with a job such as I have, because I travel 50 states, and I call on building supply houses and lumber companies and sawmills and all sorts of unglamorous places where you usually don't find a woman.
I bet you sell a lot of paint.
That counts. Miss Ward, thank you. Thank you very much. It was
Thank
very
you
nice
so
to have you
much.
with us,
I
ma'am.
enjoyed it.
Thank you. We'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment, but first, this message. And now the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery challenger, for which the panel, as you all know, is blindfolded. Blindfolds in place, panel?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Will you enter mystery challenger and sign in, please? All right. Remember, panel, one question at a time, in turn, moving clockwise, and let's begin things with Arlene.
That prolonged applause makes me think there's more than one person there. Is that true?
Yeah.
No. 1
No?
down and 9 to go, Mr. Randall.
The answer, there is only one person there.
Right.
Yes. Are you a singer?
Yeah.
What? 2 down and 8 to go. That's a no also. Miss Newman.
Are you an actor?
Yeah.
He's going to say yes to everything.
Mr. Gabel.
Will you verify each yes, John?
I will.
Are you a movie actor at the moment rather than stage actor?
No. Yeah. Whatever you want.
That is a very good answer to that, Martin. Whatever you want. It should tell you a good deal. Miss Francis.
Are you a gentleman that's been on this program before and tried to put us off by answering yes to no answers and no to yes answers?
No.
No, I thought it was Danny Kaye.
Mr. Randall. That's 3 down and 7 to go.
Oh, was your father a well-known actor?
Yes.
That's 4 down and 6 to go, Mr.
Is that real?
Yes.
That's a no.
Oh, that's a no.
Right.
Your father wasn't in show business.
fellow.
When you appear in a movie or in a play, do you get the girl at the end?
Yes.
Does he,
That's
John?
5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Gable. But I want you to know he tries. He tries.
Are you now appearing on Broadway?
Sure.
Miss Francis.
Is that the truth?
Yes.
Are you playing in a musical on Broadway?
Yeah.
Mr. Randall.
I don't know where we're at now.
That was also the truth? He is playing in a musical on Broadway?
What?
All right, let's go on something. Are you a comedian?
No.
Can I take a guess, John?
That's yes. Yes, Martin.
Are you Hal Prince?
No.
Yes.
That's 6 down and 4 to go, Miss
Wait a
Newman.
minute. You're now appearing on Broadway. Is that true or false?
It's true.
It's true. And, you do sing?
Yeah.
It does not. That's 7 down and 3 to go. That's 10 down and no more to go. I'm lost,
I don't
too.
understand.
Come on, take some guesses. Old friend.
Old friend?
Yeah, been with us on the panel.
Been with us on the panel.
You would not believe
Bennett
it.
Sir.
No.
That's right.
So you may unmask.
Orson Bean.
Yes.
Say hello to one of the most risible spirits on the earth, Woody Allen.
Woody.
Now, as far as Broadway is
That wasn't
concerned, he
fair,
wrote
John.
Don't Drink the Water. And in the movies, it's Casino Royale. So it was both sides of the aisle. And he was answering all the questions so that...
So that we couldn't possibly
you
get
couldn't possibly get it. And I was so confused after a while, I didn't know whether I was
I noticed
supposed to
you
correct
dropped out
it.
of things.
I just got out. I didn't know where to go.
It's a fun show, isn't it? I don't have to tell the truth.
No, Heavenly Days, no, I should say. Of course it's a fun show. You're supposed to have fun, and you always do.
This is the first time that you didn't get me.
Yes, but that's only because you said you were appearing in a musical.
I said that to throw you off.
He's a blind... You're a blind spirit, and bless you for coming to see us.
Thank you
nice
very
to
much.
have you with us, Woody. Against great odds, you have performed fairly well tonight, panel, and so I will give you some congratulations. We'll all be back after this word. Well, it's been a confusing evening. I'm sorry Bennett wasn't here to be confused, but he took a week off, not a walk-off, but a week off, and it's fine to have had Phyllis and Martin here and Tony to hold up Arlene and Daly, the old veterans. And bless you for coming, and good night, Miss Phyllis Newman.
Good night, John. Good night, Martin.
Good night. Give my best to Adolph.
Thank you, I will.
See you later, Arlene.
Anybody you'd like me to remember you to? Like your wife or something? Good night, dear Tony.
Good night, Arlene. Good night, John.
Good night, Tony. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being with us on What's My Line?
What's My Line is a CBS Television Network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Cotton. With Francis down from Bonwit Teller, this is Johnny Olson speaking. Tonight's program was pre-recorded.